you are taking this rubbish out right now. You want me to take you to Ghana with this? I showered.
They are called Wendy.
I know.
You know.
I'm Wendy too.
Hi guys, so yeah, this is our fellow Wendy.
Hello.
This is Anna. Some of you already know. We met once in a video. I'll try and insert the card after.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you?
Oh.
As you can tell per the title, this video is going to be about the Ghanaian culture. What are some of the things that are like a culture shock to you? Even though you are a Ghanaian, when you came to Ghana, obviously it was different from how you knew it from the Netherlands.
Yes.
So if you can start with that.
So I'm half Ghanaian, half Dutch, and I was raised very white. Like my mom raised me. My dad, I think they separated, but I think he just felt like, oh, this is Holland, so let her stay with her mom, she'll be okay. My dad he speaks Ewe and he speaks Ga.
Oh, really?
He did not teach me any of those languages. But my mom remarried and also to a Ghanaian, and he is Fanti.
Oh,
so
I'm Fanti too.
Oh, nice. Like he raised me, I think a little. No, I can't say more than my dad, but he raised me like I was in the house with him. So I hear tree better than Fanti. And I think when I was young, I could speak tree, but I forgot.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Tree is like the easiest.
The easiest, I think so too.
Seems like the easiest.
But I regret that I can't speak Ewe or Ga because my grandma only speaks Ewe and Ga. She can't speak English, and then her tree is also not that good. So I feel that Ghanaian fathers, when you make mixed race babies, teach them
the
culture, language. As for the eating, I can eat
anything. So what's your favorite Ghanaian?
So that has to be an Ewe dish is akple and fitri dishi.
Wow,
that was
akple and fitri dishi.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I'm here to eat that. I haven't.
Oh, it's so nice. But you have to go to, let's say, Volta region to eat the real one, because in Accra you get banku, which is also not bad, but it's very different.
Coming from the Netherlands and coming to Ghana and seeing that we have convenience store anywhere and everywhere, how did that change your?
Oh, I knew. I used to come to Ghana every year almost with my dad, but I think the Western world has a perspective of Africa being poor, Africa being having nothing. So when I told people that we are moving there, they said, are you sure? What if Mike and Sophie die of malaria?
Really?
What are you going to use for transportation? I said, come and see cars. Now some cars I've seen here that they're not even there.
Here in Ghana.
No, the Western perception of Africa is very bad. But I feel like Africa is also not trying to change that. It's right now that people started doing YouTube. There's more exposure. But before, if you ask a Ghanaian, oh, let's film, no, nothing to do with camera, they don't like it, and they're very secluded. Even still, some of my family members, they don't like me sharing my life on the internet because they're saying bad eye and this and that. So I think because of that cultural difference, people don't really know a lot about Africa because we are very secluded. We don't like to share our private lives. But that also makes people think differently, because coming and traveling to Africa, it's not really made easy as of the rest of the world. Like if you want to go to India or Asia, it's so easy. But Africa, then you're coming to tell me you have to do yellow fever, you have to take malaria, you have to apply for visa, there's no visa on arrival. So everything around Africa is made difficult. And I think that is why their perception of Africa is as poor and bad.
I also think that YouTube, we have a lot of African content creators are giving more exposure to the continent.
Yes.
And I think the media, we have to do more work because they painted the negative story about Africa for a long time. You know, you hear stories like people living on trees and all those things, but no, it's different. Like you can equally live a good and a high class life like you would in New York,
much better,
or
even
London.
Much better even. I mean, the quality of life here, if you have everything that you need, like a house and everything, it's so much better than abroad. But you know, the thing is, the Western world wants Africa not to prosper. I truly believe that. And because of our stupid leaders, we are also not prospering. So, see, the Western world benefits from Africa not prospering. So for them painting that negative picture, that is what they will continue to do. So now it's on us, like YouTubers, content creators, to show people that, wow, so this is Africa, right? I think some people see that, especially Black Panther movie really helped. Some people see that, oh, Africa's Wakanda. Some people truly believe that. We are going to Ghana, so the Wakanda thing is real. And I tell them, yes, it's real, come and see.
Wakanda for
Wakanda forever.
forever.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to the first time you came to Ghana.
I don't remember because I was a baby.
Oh.
But let's say the first time that I really remember, like vividly have memories, was I was around Sophie's age and I came.
Oh, then you remember.
And then I went to school with my cousin Andrew, and I was wearing the uniform, and I was so happy, like I finally, because I asked my dad so many times, I want to school in Ghana, because I was always bullied about my color and my hair. I didn't like going to school in Netherlands.
It's interesting because when you are here, we would call you Iboni.
Yes.
When you go there, they see you as a black person.
Yes. So being mixed race is difficult because you never have any sense of belonging, but I still felt like being in Ghana is more nice. So I asked my dad, I begged him, even my stepdad, they told me no. Do you see how much effort we put into coming to Netherlands? Now you're asking me to come to school in Ghana. But I was so happy that time when I went to school with Andrew. And it was so nice.
How was the class, the setting?
It was a little scary though, because I was in the Netherlands always being bullied, and then when I came, everybody ran to me and started touching me and touching my hair. So that was a little scary, but I also felt very loved. And that is like a big difference, because here I am, a little girl, always being bullied, and when I come to Ghana, I feel so much love, and everybody wants to meet me, my friend. They asked me for my that time it was not email, it was a post address. And some boys sent me letters.
Oh, really?
Well, that one really helped me. They sent me letters like, oh, sugar something. I want to marry you. Let's be. I had this post relationship
Pen pal.
with
So
one
they said
boy.
that they have a pen pal.
No, that one was my boyfriend. We were writing up and down.
What class? What class
I don't
again?
even remember.
Hey.
I was Sophie's age.
And then
So
Anna, you
let's say
started
9. No, we didn't do anything. We actually just met once. But on paper, we are boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. Let me see this video. If it's you, please comment.
Please
I
look for
want
your
to see
babe.
you. Yeah?
Look for your babe.
I want to see you now.
There are a lot of things. Social media. Look for.
Yeah, come and look for me. It's for the culture thing, right? For me, the biggest difference was just the, like, my auntie wanted me to tell her everything, and I'm just like,
Everything.
if I arrive, I have to tell you. If I leave, I have to tell you. If I go somewhere, I have to tell you. No, it's too much. That one is too much.
You know, the Ghanaian culture, someone can even get annoyed that you came to Ghana and even look for the person.
Yes.
Or you came to Ghana and didn't call. It's all
Yes.
part of our culture.
Yes.
Communication.
Yeah.
You have to communicate every little thing.
Yeah, and that I'm not used to that, and then that I feel is also too much, because I'm working, I'm a full-time mom, I'm a student. I don't have time to keep up with everybody. So sure, I by all means always make time to come to the family house and come to see my other family house. But if you're not there, then you miss me. Or I'm sorry, I can't do that. It's too much. So that is a little difficult for me, and also that some people, like, they just call you just to say hi. Oh, I don't have time. No. See, I'm busy with Sophia, Micah, you're calling me, and I'm okay, sure, I'd like to talk to you. How are you? What is it? And then you tell me the business and we finish the call. That is what I'm used to in the Netherlands. And they say, hello. Oh, how are you? How is your family? And I'm waiting for, okay, what's the reason you're calling me? Sometimes they even ask, oh, is it okay? Oh, I'm just calling to say hi, and I'm thinking, wow.
It's a Ghanaian thing. You know, people will even get offended that, oh, Anna is there, she's not even calling me to check up on me.
I never do that.
It's a
I
thing
call
here.
you when I have to ask you something, or I call you when I need your help, or I call you when I feel like maybe I heard that you're sick, or sure, if
there should be a reason for you, there should be a reason.
No, I love that there doesn't have to be a reason. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't want you to call me, but I'm a very busy person. So if I have to keep up with like 20-30 family members calling me just to say hi, no, sorry, it's too much.
Oh, You know, in Ghana, greetings are very important.
Yes, I've learned that. I think I've learned that from young. Not all the greetings, but I know that you have to show respect to elderly people. Sometimes when you greet somebody, you have to like go down a little. And how do you properly greet an elderly person?
Okay, so it depends, you know, from culture to culture. From the people in the north, maybe they have to do a bow. If they are wearing their hats, they have to take it off and do something. But for we, the Southerners, we here, you just have to like greet in a solemn way. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
You know, like
so humble.
yes,
yeah.
It should even show in your voice. Even if you can add please, do it like please, good morning, please, good afternoon. That shows that you are respectful.
Yeah.
And greetings also is a sort of communication. It opens the communication. Maybe you want to. So let's say for instance, you come to my house, a typical Ghanaian house, and you don't greet, and you're looking for me. Then you pass maybe my grandmother or my grandfather, and you go into the house, and you go and look for me, and you realize that I'm not there. When you come back and come and ask, they'll be annoyed. They'll be offended. They'll be like, didn't you see me here?
Yeah.
You came here, you don't know how to greet, blah, 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 blah. So that's just to paint a picture of how important.
Yeah, no, I think that one I've learned.
That one you know.
I know not to be rude and I know how to greet and be respectful.
That's not being rude though.
So in our country, it's very difficult. But I think Western people, we don't see it as rude. But time is so valuable, I think, that when we come to your house, surely, my brother having a girlfriend, right? And he was like 40 or something. When she comes to the house, she just take the stairs and go up, and I'll be sitting there in the living room. And I'm thinking, oh, we're not waiting. What kind of this? But that is real Dutch. She didn't come for me, she came for my brother.
So she won't greet you?
She won't greet, she'll
hey,
just
imagine,
go.
In my house.
I also had trouble with it.
You just have to drag her. She doesn't know her.
Yeah. And then one time I asked her, like, don't you see me sitting here? Why don't you
invisible.
greet? And then she said, but I'm not coming for you. I came for a brother. I didn't like that girl ever since. I like you now, but I had trouble with this little girl. So I think it's more of a cultural difference. It's not necessary, but I feel that I like the Ghanaian culture in that way. See, sometimes I shy. There's also positive about being mixed. Sometimes I shy about my things. I say, oh, that's because I'm white. Sometimes I say, that's because I'm black. So yeah.
About, you know, in Ghana, they're not frowned upon per se, but they are really skeptical about certain things like tattoos, like even let's say that I've had this some of them. Yes. They are so mad. They think I'm being disrespectful because of my age.
Oh, that one I can't understand.
Yes, so I'm asking you, like, you know, you're coming from a whole different area.
Yeah.
And if you are being faced with certain issues, because when you have tattoos on you or you have a certain name, they look at you in a different
way. Yes, I've experienced that. So my brother used to have Rasta. So anytime he comes to Ghana, my stepdad begged him that, oh, Aaron, you need to cut it. So every time cut it. Everybody would say cut it. But he kept it. And I think he didn't really like it, but he just wanted people to feel like, no, I make my own decisions. So I also remember that I used to have a tongue ring when I was young. My dad would not take me to Ghana. I need to take it out. So I did it 3 times. You're only allowed to do 2. But anytime I did it once. I was only 14 years old. I was very rebellious. So he didn't know. But I think the time that I put it, the day that I put it, he called me to come and eat fufu at the house. And I said, how am I doing this? I just did it somewhere and they not you. If I'm eating that stew with pepper, it will burn me. But I was eating and my dad asked me, what's wrong? I thought you liked it. I said, oh, I'm feeling sick today. I didn't want him to know because I knew that he would give me headache trouble. I think half a year later he booked the ticket. He already booked it because we are always going. He said, Anna, are you ready? Because this is the time we're leaving. And I said, Papa, I don't know if I can come because I did something. He said, what is it? He saw the thing, he almost fainted. So you are taking this rubbish out right now. You want me to take you to Ghana with this? I shall do this. Not real girls. Real girls don't do this. That's what he said. So I had to take it out. And then when I came back, I did it again. And I think 2 years later, he says to me again, why are you putting this in my country here? So I think I did it 3 times. And after the 10th time, it's okay. I don't do it again.
It's interesting because they've associated that sort of look with ashawo. Ashawo means prostitute.
Yeah.
So if somebody colors their hair, hey, you are ashawo or you are too.
Even color.
I'm telling you.
Okay, as for the tongue ring, I truly understand why
Color,
they would say that, but
piercing, tattoo, dreads, like it's a no-no for the Ghanaian community. We have a long community.
I truly believe that Ghanaian traditions are so beautiful, but they're also so dated. Like, if I tell my dad, okay, my dad loves to mix dish soap with water. So he'll have the dish soap to wash dishes. So he'll buy it, and when it's half, he'll fill it with water. So it will be more.
So when he buys it fresh, then he does that, or when it's getting
when it's getting to half, you add water to it, right? Okay. It's a normal thing. In Holland, the dish soap is very concentrated. This quality is different, but in Holland it's very concentrated. So only 1 drop is enough to do dishes. But if you add water to it, it's not that concentrated anymore. So you're using actually more. I keep explaining it to him. He said, no, in Ghana we do this. You do your thing. You come to my house, you spoil the dish soap. Anytime I tell him, Papa, no. He said, no, my father told me to do this, how we are continue doing it. Oh, sometimes I get headache. You see, it's like he doesn't want you to change. If his dad taught him something, that's what he does. But you need to also, I truly believe that the next generation can really learn a lot, because everything is getting digitalized, robots and all of that. That is new. So just accept it and learn from your children. Don't be stubborn. Sure, your dad taught you a lot of values. Keep that values, but the other things, I beg, you need to change them.
I agree. You need to adapt. And you know, even with it goes down even into marriages. Okay. It goes into being so fixed. You know, like the man being the head. If your husband is talking, you don't have to talk. You have to succumb and all those things. So I think, like you said, change is good. Change is the only thing that is constant. So you have to accept and evolve.
So I could never do it, because if you look at the Bible, right, marriage is a union. You are both equally. It's not that the man is more than the woman. No, that one. No, I don't believe.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing or
I think it's a cultural thing. It's culture, I believe so.
So it's different in the Netherlands. Are you people seen as equal, or
yes, much more equal than here? I mean, ladies sometimes earn more than men. Men, the thing is, you are a little bit more forced to be a stay-at-home mom because of all the expenses. Because if I work and I'll send Sophia and Micah to after school care, all my salary will just go to that after school care, so it doesn't make sense. So in that way, because of the system, you are still forced. But men and women are seen equal. Men could also be stay-at-home dad. There are some men who do that, and they're not being frowned upon or anything. Wink, wink to Kevin, though. But yeah, I think it's a cultural thing.
So I think, I mean, as we are wrapping up, what will be like the next step? How are we going to? What do you think will be the next step into?
I honestly believe that this generation is making a huge change. I truly believe that, and I think that's because of exposure to other cultures, internet, different types of people coming to Ghana. So I think slowly the mindset is changing. But what I really want to also put out there is that teach your kids still values. The Ghanaian values are so beautiful. Ghanaian traditions are so beautiful. And the language, please don't let that lose. As for all the other things like, oh, my dad taught me this, so I'll sell.
Oh, my mommy taught me this.
Yes, we should let it go.
That's where we learned it from. That's how we do it.
Yes. And also that only girls need to cook, only girls need to clean. No. Teach your son how to cook, so that when the wife is also working, or when there's anything, he can also help. It's a two-way street. We should be 50-50 in a marriage. So I truly believe that this generation will change, but it's going to take time, because the grandma is still breathing on the neck of the mom, so the mom will still continue breathing on your neck. That's how it is.
Yeah. And you know, as we have new generations like the millennials and the Gen Z, they are the ones doing the change because we grew up in the computer era, and we are having this sort of change. We are bringing this sort of change. You know, just like how I'm dyeing my hair. I don't know, maybe some people even think this video is about me dyeing my hair, but I digress. This hair is giving me some sort of confidence.
Yes.
Some sort of
a statement. You are your own woman. You can make your own decision.
Exactly.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of myself.
Yes.
I didn't in a million years think I would do it, considering how Ghanaian I am.
Yeah.
I am Ghanaian to the core. And in my house, this is a no-no. There are a lot of things that is a no-no. But for me to do it, it didn't change my mind, it didn't change how I think, it didn't change how I relate to people. It's just a hair color.
Yeah.
It can be changed at any point in time.
So if your daughter is like your age, would you allow her to dye her hair?
Yeah, we'll allow her to.
So that's the change we need. That's the only change we need.
So we pay it forward.
Yeah, and sometimes you do something and you experience like, this is taken away from who I am, but you try. That's all about trying. I think Ghanaians are a little scared of trying.
We are scared
but we
about
should try.
trying.
Anything you do in life, you should try. Sometimes you fail, sometimes you prosper. It's a process.
So much, Anna.
Thank you for having me.